Welcome to the Black American Hebrew Unity Discussion. I'm tired, brothers. I've been working. I'm disabled, but I'm still able to, work a little bit. But brothers and sisters, come on in, everybody, so you can win. This is your brother Black Sheep from the Black American Hebrew Unity Discussion. Hey, brothers and sisters, come on in. Talking to all members of the Black Caucus. Come on in, brothers and sisters. Come on in. Everybody. So you can win. So this one is a part 2, brothers and sisters, of the Beatitude, the Beatitude, the Similitude, and the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. All right, brothers and sisters. So come on in. For those that are just tuning in to the Black American Hebrew Unity Discussion, what your host is presenting on the show is Black Caucus adherence to a new covenant with our spiritual father. We are transgressing against our father. We are committing abominations, in the sight of our father. So come on in, brothers and sisters. Where it's a lot going on in the world today. This show is just trying to, all us that are sick and know that we, have a, that we have, a obligation. That we have a human right of obligation, human right, in which now, Cat, stop. Yeah, my grandkid. Stop, I said, leave it alone. Yeah, we have like Martin Luther King was saying, we have a natural, right to praise our Father, natural right, where this show isn't presenting the Bible as a religion or some form of a spiritual sector. This is not what this show is. So you come here, you thinking that, Jesus is a spirit coming from, wherever, we don't know, what I'm saying? But he did say that he is going to prepare a place for us. And there was witnesses that, seen him be lifted, so to speak, and be disappeared into the sky. But that's history, brothers and sisters, for us to better understand where we are in today and in our time, whether you believe it or not. Yeah, so that's not no religion. That's a culture. Okay, that's a culture. What Jesus left behind was the keys and the ways of the man. You see what I'm saying? And it even said in the Bible, in many different instances where Jesus had took control of his demons, took control of the demons that he had power over. You understand, brothers and sisters? So all I'm saying is Jesus belonged to a people, and he belonged to a people, and he came for those people. And in our ancestors' ignorance, he was crucified, but it had to be done. It had to be done in such of a way where where prophecy of our Father's word, had to come to pass, brothers and sisters. So, and I understand for a lot of brothers and sisters is saying, and I don't got that much time, but I'm trying to, get out the just, which, I'm saying, it's just basically, this is a cultural event, basically, cultural. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is not no religion. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is cultural. So if you believe it in your head that it was like some form of a, religion, yeah. When the white man was on that wall, when white men, they had the white man with the long stringy hair and blue eyes, when they had him on the wall, that's when we were up under our sleepy state. You see what I'm saying? We was under our sleepy state. Yeah, but now that the truth has been revealed about Jesus, Yeshua, okay, brothers and sisters, those that always endured into their end, you see, what does it say? The prize would be awakening for me. You see, brothers and sisters, here I am praising, a false, image, so to speak, of our Father's Son, when his real nationality wasn't European. All right, brothers and sisters. So, all right. So, let's run. Continue into the Bible and what we were talking about when Jesus was saying, "Rejoice." No, and we're in chapter 5, verse. We had started 10, brothers and sisters. So it says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Okay, brothers and sisters, as I was saying, there's thousands of us now is being persecuted for righteousness' sake. You see what I'm saying? This is, one of the reasons that they are shutting down TikTok. Okay? This is one reason why they shutting down TikTok. You all right? All right. Because of, because of truths people are waking up to and starting to, put that knowledge into practical use. You know what I mean? And this is what we haven't been doing is knowing and not doing. You know what I mean? That's all we have, what we have been doing, brothers and sisters. So since a lot of brothers is on TikTok and sisters on TikTok, waking up to their real, actual, and nationality as, the original Jews, You know what I'm saying? Our Father calls for an adherence, to his scepter. You know what I mean? And like I say, brothers and sisters, so like I say, it's going on now, and as we know, as we've been knowing, you know what I mean? So it says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets prophets which were before you. Okay, brothers and sisters? So there will be a time, as it is now, as it is now, we're being persecuted, brothers and sisters. As Tamika Mallory, the sisters say, we've been in a state of emergency, for some time, not knowing, what I'm saying? And we're being sold out by our own. As that's another thing that, a lot of brothers and sisters is type of information brothers and sisters is sharing, the facts that, our own is, selling us out in European offices. Okay? And then they saying a lot of hideous truths about the NAACP. It hurts me, man, because these is Black American, institutions, what I'm saying, that's supposed to be ran strictly by Black folk. And it has, European presence in there, yeah. So we are part of the United States of America, and we have not been given the respect that we deserve. We haven't even been given, a pardon where we can, repair our culture, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did mention. You know what I mean? Yeah. And peace and blessings be upon his spirit. And that's because he believed that and that's where I get the handout concept from. How you gonna put in your propaganda, your media, that it's a handout, what Black folk needs to be, the recognition that Black folk need to be given, it's a handout, when, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, peace and blessings be upon our brother's spirit, because he did mention a real, like pinpointing, elite full pinpoint, and said that the government did it, put them in the predicament that they're in, talking about the Black American population, and it should be the government that assists them to, to build themselves up without discrimination. So yeah, so I totally believe in the truth, no matter where it comes from. You know what I mean? And other than that, but the rock is the Holy Bible, which is a record of a people's culture, people's nationality. A lot of brothers and sisters, we the Moors. Brothers and sisters, okay, we the Moors. What's wrong with us being the Moors, the original house of Judah? We can't forget about God got a place in it, man. Yeah. And then it's a lot of talk about the Moors, supposed to have, had power in a lethal status way, and sold, us out into where we is today. You see what I'm saying? So, all that matter is, as the European news media, and the government all classify black Americans, and they say African American, we can, a lot of us is called African American, but, we didn't come from Africa, and some of us did come from Africa, but like I say, a lot of us have already been the indigenous, people of the land that has a whole nother government set up on supposedly our land, and we don't have no way, shape, form, or fashion in communicating with it, because we are already subtitled as, Negro, the blacks,